From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Prime Minister Mark Carney is now in Washington ahead of his meeting tomorrow with U.S. President Donald Trump. But Trump says he isn't sure what they'll talk about.
I don't know. He's coming to see me. I'm not sure what he wants to see me about, but I guess he wants to make a deal. Everybody does. They all want to make a deal because we have something that they all want.
Carney says he expects difficult but constructive talks with the Trump administration and the beginning of a larger economic and security agreement between the two countries. BC Premier David Eby has some advice for Carney going into his meeting with Trump tomorrow. Eby says the Prime Minister must stand up to Trump's rhetoric about Canada becoming the 51st U.S. state.
I want him to stand up for our country. I want him to take no guff from the President. And I want him to be constructive and to underline the shared prosperity that we've enjoyed and that can be expanded if we work together.
Trump resurrected his talk of the U.S. annexing Canada in a weekend interview with NBC's Meet the Press. 4 days into the search and still no sign of two young children missing in northeastern Nova Scotia. Stepfather Daniel Martel says the 4- and 6-year-old are believed to have wandered away from home Friday morning.
Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack, bugs. They're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
A helicopter, several drones, and trained civilians from across Nova Scotia are searching a heavily wooded area around the children's family home. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith promises a separation referendum if citizens can gather the required signatures on a petition. Smith says in a live stream address this afternoon she wants a sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. But she says those who are unhappy with Confederation are not fringe extremists, and she says they must be listened to. The group that added dozens of candidates to the ballots in Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre's Ottawa area riding want to do it again in Alberta. Poilievre is expected to run in a by-election southeast of Edmonton. It used to be the biggest name in online video calling, but now Microsoft is officially pulling the plug on Skype.
Skype was founded back in 2003 and bought by eBay in 2005. The auction site struggled to integrate Skype into its business, so it divested a few years later. In 2011, Microsoft acquired Skype for $8.5 billion. During the early days of the pandemic, 70 million Skype calls were happening daily, but by then the service was facing external competition from Zoom and internal competition from Microsoft Teams. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the second round of the NHL playoffs begins tonight, and this is the first time in more than 20 years it has this much Canadian content. Toronto head coach Craig Berube has just one message as the Maple Leafs head into tonight's Game 1 with Florida.
Play with pace, business, go out and do your job. That's, just every shift to shift, every player, go out and do your job.
The Edmonton Oilers start their series tomorrow in Las Vegas, while the Winnipeg Jets host Dallas on Wednesday. The Toronto Blue Jays have shored up their pitching by signing right-handers Spencer Turnbull and Jose Urena to one-year Major League deals. This helps fill in the gaps left by Max Scherzer and Eric Swanson. They were added today to the 60-day injured list. And Nell Fortner has been named head coach of Canada's senior women's national soccer team. Fortner guided the U.S. to gold at the 1998 FIBA World Championship and the 2000 Olympic Games. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.